I made a mistake. It's okay. Fine. Fine. Turn on retouch because I get bad skin. I actually hate doing it. Like, what's the point? I don't know what it means, so probably shouldn't do it. But, you know. Just hang up this painting. I should also do the one for my teacher. I'm gonna cover up the old painting. I think I'm gonna make it black. And I know she likes Spider-Man. I know she likes Spider-Man, so hi, hello. I'm young. Hola. Hi. What are you? Are you Spider? No. Okay. This place is a mess. Hello, why didn't you answer my call earlier? Liam, how dare you? Rude. And don't tell me you were in the car, because you probably weren't in the car. You just didn't want to answer me. Or if you were in the car. Just a rude dude. You just did that to me? I can't believe you did that to me. Anyways, I have like so much I want to talk about. And it's like, this is all, everything I talk about, disclaimer, everything I talk about is all 100% my opinion. So, if you don't agree with it, you can stop watching, just so you know. And if I offend you, you just tell me, and then you can scroll away. So, or you can fight me on it. I don't care. I like fighting with people, so. Yes, you can. But, like, this is actually, like, a serious topic for me. Like, I really. Oh. Um. Sorry, I'm covering this in black. It's an old picture that I did. I think I got some paint on my shirt. That's okay. So, it's just. I like to talk about things, even when I don't have a lot of people to talk to. And it's not even like just a concern for me, but I have like a few questions. Hi. And then I have just a bunch of questions and stuff that I wish I had answered. So if anybody wants to start with just like a topic, just like give me a topic or something to talk about, I would love to hear it. And I would love to debate with people. I love debating. Debating, not fighting, but sure, I'll fight too. So, you guys would like to start me off on a topic? Just any topic that you feel strongly about or anything? Will do. Because I might have topic. Are there. That's not something up for debate. There are none. Like, pick something like, I don't know, politics or race or. That's the same thing. Places or religion. Like, something like that. Just something like night or day, seasons, I don't know, something debatable. That's like a serious topic that I would love to talk about. Because I need someone to talk to me back. So it can't just be like a one-sided thing. I figured out short hair versus long hair. Oh wait, that's a good one. I like both. Like I really want to grow my hair out and let it be super long, but it's really hard to do when I straighten my hair. And then short hair, it's probably the same thing. Like I would cut my hair. I don't know. I like them both. I really do. Because it looks good on some people and looks good on others, but I would love to have, like, that supernatural long hair. Dogs? Dogs? Oh, that's a good one. Short hair, long hair dogs. I don't know. What do you think? Because I like in the middle, like where they're fuzzy, but they're not bald, like Chihuahua. I would, Chihuahuas, I don't like Chihuahuas, but I would go for a fluffy Chihuahua over a gangly one. I think Chihuahuas are a pretty debatable topic, huh? Demon dogs. Long hair, cute, but gonna be in pain, clean up hair. Yeah, yeah, for sure. It is a pain, but they're fluffy. They're fluffy. Shed like a girl. Girls don't shed as much as you think, okay? We purposefully don't take it to the trash can and throw it away. So, yeah. Um, oh, I would like to talk about. I know I've gotten a lot of comments on this actually. I've gotten a lot of comments. People think I'm a Satanist. People think I'm a Satanist. Low-key, not even joking. They're like, oh, you're a Satanist. Like, no, I'm not. I'm not a Satanist. I just want to clear that up. I'm not a Satanist. Just so you know. I'm not a Satanist. I'm not. I promise I'm not. I believe in the devil. I do not, like, worship the devil. There's a difference, okay? I like demons. I'm chill with ghosts, but I'm not worshiping Satan. Oh, then I'm out. Dang it. Is that how I'm getting views? But religion to me is not like a very, what is it? It's not a touchy subject for me. Like if someone since I'm an atheist, it's not very touchy for me. So it's like if someone talks about it, I'm like, oh no, you can't talk about that since I'm an atheist. No. It's like I'll let you talk about it, but it's gonna be kind of awkward if you talk about it with me because I don't really understand. I don't really agree with it. So that's why. But I don't know. Something about like the Bible and stuff. If the Bible is created by man, it's kind of almost like a dictatorship because if you read the Bible and it has a lot of things about like how you should live and the consequences of if you don't live that way or something. A lot of pain and stuff. And it's like almost you have to follow the Bible. You have to live the perfect life. So it's like this one person's trying to get everyone to live the perfect life, and then if everyone were to believe in that and follow the Bible, it would become like a communist thing because everybody would be the same, living the same life. So I don't know. And then if you realize it, God would not be a thing if one person hadn't mentioned it. Because if nobody says anything about it, how are people going to know about it? So it wouldn't even really be a religion unless someone said something. And I don't know how God came to be. I don't know who is the God. I don't know. Like, I've heard things about Jesus being God, but I thought Jesus was God's son. Did God retire and Jesus just took over family business or what? Like, I don't know. So, they're talking about like, Jesus is gonna rise. When? I want to see him. I want to meet him, but I don't want to die to meet him, you know? So, yeah. I think the most subject that I'm touchy on is probably race. I'm not even joking. Like ethnicity and race, which are basically the same thing. But I know it's dead. But I feel that there's really actually no reason to be racist at all. Like, you can't give me one good reason why you should be racist. And there's a lot of people who, oh, it's fine. I'm gonna get paint on my hand anyways. The thing of being a painter. I also don't mind getting it on my shirt. But there's no point in being racist because even if you are black and you don't like white people because they were slave owners, first off, you were not a slave. You have been alive since 2001. You were definitely not a slave. Second off, that white guy right next to you, yeah, he was probably born 1995. You're a slave owner because no, you're not a slave owner. You know, my mom actually can read my texts, so can't let my friend say anything weird. Oh, look, it's a black canvas. Anyways, I finished painting that black. Yay. I just got to let it dry. But if, like, you weren't a slave, and that white guy right next to you was not a slave owner, even if your generation went to back to slave owner and slave, it doesn't matter because they didn't do it for you. Like, they didn't do it at all in their life. They've been alive probably just as long as you have. And if you're that naive to call some white guy, some random white guy like a slave owner, that's just so wrong. Or there's like Black Lives Matter. I do support that and I don't support that. Because I feel like all lives matter, no matter what your races, right? We're all just people. We all have beating hearts, blood flowing through our veins. And I feel Black Lives Matter is kind of distant from reality. Because when you're saying that Black Lives Matter, you're insinuating that other lives don't. And I feel like if you want somebody to care that your lives matter, you have to care about theirs as well. It is really so difficult for no reason, just because on race and stuff. When you can't. You really can't. Yes, there are rights that are taken away from you if you are a different ethnicity, right? Like the Hispanics, they have things taken away from them. They're immediate. Everyone's stereotyped, and they're immediately stereotyped as bad people. But I know a lot of Hispanics that are really good people. So you can't just stereotype everyone. Is there an ambulance down there? Oh, oh, they're okay. You can't just stereotype people based on their race. Yes, there are bad people out there, right? But there's bad people everywhere, no matter what you are. So I feel like everyone at this point's just getting called a bad person. Why? I don't know. Because everybody's got different viewpoints. That's fine. But I also like the LGBTQ community. I have nothing wrong with it if you want to be trans, or if you're gay, or lesbian, or any of those other things. But what I don't like is the way that if you're in that whole like parade and stuff, and I don't care about others' life, you need to respect me. That's wrong. Why should I respect you if you don't respect me? Or like vegans. Fine, go ahead, be vegan, but don't force it upon other people because everybody has their own opinions. You can't force your opinions among other people. If they want to understand and they want to change their opinion, that's all up to them, but you can't force them to change that. And then you also can't force a person to change, like their personality or their like looks. You can't. You just can't force someone to change like that. If they want to change, they'll change themselves. But you can't be like, you need to change that, and they'll immediately change that. If they want to change it, they will. If they don't, they don't. Okay? Most people throughout their lives don't keep their original personalities because of everything that others have said. The ones who do keep their personalities don't give a crap and refuse to change themselves, which is perfect. That's how you should live. You should live the way that you want to live without other people bothering your sense of self respect. So, yeah. Black's almost dry. Yay! I don't even know what I'm gonna do for this painting, but I know my teacher wanted one of these, so I think I'm just gonna do the same thing with different darker colors or lighter colors. But um, yeah, I have a lot of opinions, and I feel they're not like invalid. They're not invalid opinions either. I feel like a lot of people could relate if they wanted to, even to just one thing. But what I know a few people who are like abnormally racist to Asians. They're racist to Asians. I don't understand. They're like, oh, they're so weird. Ching chong ding dong, bing bong. Like, no. No, if you ever actually take a second to learn and realize that they're just people, you may not speak the language, but imagine how English sounds like to them if they don't know it, right? To them, it just sounds like gibberish, and that's fine, right? Every everyone's different. Everyone has different cultures, which means it's really hard to make fun of someone if they're different from you. And it's also really hard to make fun of people who are the same as you because then you're basically insulting yourself. So unless you're fine with insulting yourself, you're kind of stuck in a pathway. So there's really no point in bullying. It's oversized shirts because I'm not wearing a bra. Because bras, stilettos, high heels. Let's talk about women. Why are they so uncomfortable? Why? Like, oh my god. Why do men get such comfortable boxers and we get like metal underneath our boobs? Like, why? Oh my god. Being a woman is so difficult. So rude. Also, when a woman who gets her period annually, for over that cost adds up, and that's around $18,000 for your entire life of having a period. Like from your first period to your last. From your first period to your last, it's an average of $18,000. That's a lot. We pay so much for this stuff, and we get paid less than men. Why? Oh my god. We get paid less than men, and we have to pay more just to take care of ourselves monthly. Ugh. Life is so frustrating, and I'm sure it's frustrating for everyone, but life is so frustrating for women. Like, we go through so much pain. We most likely are determined as, oh, we have to take care of the kids. No, because we also have to work. We have to work so that we can pay for all the stuff that we rely on. Tampon allowance. That's a good idea. Like, where are all of our tax dollars going? It should go into helping for women's more affordable, like women's more affordable, like menstrual use. Come on, we need that for sure. Okay, That would be great. Because if you ever see like a woman stealing like pads or stuff for her baby, just turn an eye, okay? Just turn an eye. Because that stuff is so expensive. And that poor woman probably lost her job and she doesn't have any money to pay for her kid. And even though it's not good to steal, don't steal. But there are people who so badly need it and want to give their kid the best life that they possibly can, who just need it to take care of them for even 3 weeks. So if you see like a woman stealing a tampon box, just let it happen. It's not good, but you should let it happen because she can't pay for herself just to keep from bleeding all over herself. That's so sad. That stuff is that it's so expensive. Or like Plan B. Plan B's pretty expensive. I think it's around $40 now. 48. Yeah, $48 for Plan B, which is to get rid of baby and it destroys you. It destroys you. But it's so expensive for a woman to get rid of something that could completely change her life. Also, like a pregnancy test is like $20. $20 for pregnancy tests. Everything is so expensive for women. And I wish chat would work because I want to hear what's expensive for men. Like, what are the most expensive things that men have to pay for? And I want to see the prices because I don't know. I don't buy men's stuff. I would assume it has maybe stuff to do with razors and stuff. I'm not quite sure. So I would like to hear that. I just like I feel that women's stuff should be so much more affordable. Cuz why does it make women pay so much? Women bring life. Women bring life into the world. We should get a little bit kudos for that. We have to go through so much pain, and you still make us pay like $20 for a bunch of pads that'll probably only last you 2 cycles. Like, life is difficult, man. Women struggle. Women struggle just as much as men. Maybe even a little bit more. I don't know. I need to hear men's side. Like, even with the difference between adult struggles and children's struggles, that's way different. Children struggle or like teens struggling and adults struggling is also very different because we all have different. I only use tampons when my nose bleeds. Yeah, and that's probably like $20 per tampon. So expensive. Ugh. But like uh, a teenager's life is much different from an adult's. Because let's see, your parents. Let's compare you to your parents. Let's say your parents have a job of an average of 100K a year. Okay, that's a pretty good. That's a good amount. 100,000. Let's say, and then your dad has an average of 120,000, right? Because moms get less than dads. So, uh, let's say that, and let's say you don't have a job yet. Okay, if we look at the difference between you and your parents, okay, your parents have a kid to take care of, bills to pay, taxes, car payments. They have to work. They have to cook. And most likely, they'll probably have to clean a little bit if they don't make you do chores, but they make me do chores, so we're not going to add that. They have to take you to games, they have to take you to school, right? That's like 8 problems. They don't have to worry about school, of course. They have to worry about expenses. They have to worry about buying you things, right? Like, that's 9 things I can think of off the top of my head. Let's say a kid's struggle, okay? Like a teenager's struggle, okay? Finding right classes, failing classes, okay? thinking of the future, all right, at that point you're probably going to start having to find a job, okay? Find a job, get a job. Find a car, pay for a car, like, or get to pay for your car. I know that I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to pay my car off. Um, let's say, and then they have to deal with people at school, right? So they're, because all of high school is, it's more of like a mental change rather than a physical change. Because you have to mentally go through it. Like your grades are gonna plummet if you get really depressed, right? And your grades could skyrocket if you're taking good classes for you. But people will stress themselves out. Oh, college, right? So that's 9 things. I can think of 9 things. Technically, the parents do have it worse because they have to pay. They have to pay. Because mostly having a kid is about paying for them. So I think that's the difference between kids and adults. Is the kids have to worry about everything in the future, and then adults have to worry about everything right now. They have to worry about like everything they're going to feed their kid, and then we have to worry about how we are going to feed ourselves. Because once you turn 18 and you move out, there's no going back. Like, even if you do go back and you live with your parents, you're probably still going to have to pay for the bills. You're still going to have to learn to support yourself and then get off your feet. Get up on your feet. Like, you're still going to have to do stuff. You can't just be a kid forever. So I feel like teens have it pretty good money wise if their parents pay for a lot of things. I feel like, oh, kids are under stress by their parents, right? Because their parents are under stress, so they immediately put the kid under stress. Because parents most likely take out all their anger and sadness and stuff on their kids, so it feels like it's the kid's fault. And depending on how your parents treat you, depends on everything else in your life as a teenager. So your entire life is dependent on your parents. If your parents treat you like shit and you are like you're doing fine with grades and then slowly you start getting worse and worse mentally and you can no longer uphold everything that you used to. So everything's gonna plummet. And then once that plummets, your score your chance of getting into a good college also plummets, which can wreck your entire future with plummets as well. If you get bad grades, there's a good chance that you can't get a work permit until you get your grades up a little bit, right? You can't do sports if your grade plummets below a 2.0. So everything in your life as a teenager relies on your parents until you move out. So that's worse. It's like when you're a teenager, I feel like the you have to plan so early. Like I already have a plan. It's not quite figured out yet, and I don't have all the statistics for it. Like, I don't have all the stats. But I have a general idea of really what I want to do. I've been looking at colleges. I have 4 years till I get into any sort of college. But, like, I'm gonna look into that stuff. I'm looking into classes. I'm looking into things I want to do. I'm already looking at houses. I take enjoyment out of looking at houses. I've been looking at jobs in other places. Um, And I've been looking at things that I would be most successful in because at the end of the day, it's not about your dream and it's not about your goal. It's about making enough money to support yourself because everything slowly starts getting much more expensive. So you have to support yourself before you can support your dream. Like I don't think I'm gonna move out at 18 or 19. I think I'm gonna stay there until like 22. I'm gonna pay rent and everything. But I'm planning on moving out of the country. Like I want to move out of the country, and in order to do that, I have to be able to support myself. Now I want to go to a place that's more like friendly or not friendly, affordable. It's much more affordable there. it's mostly work based. That's the thing. The place that I want to go is mostly work based, right? But that makes the houses more affordable. Um, so yeah. Um, so I've been, if I'm staying here, I'm gonna try and get a really good paying job. Like maybe like a side acting job if I can get one, right? I gotta have my main job and then I gotta have my dream on the side because you gotta let your dream go a little bit. You're gonna have to let it go, but you also have to keep it kind of close if you wanna continue with that. So after that, I'm gonna try and make around $30,000 or so before I move. And I'm planning to move around like 23, 24. When I get enough money to move, I'm going to move. I'm going to get my house. Even if it's small apartment, I have no problem with the small apartment. None. But if I want a small apartment, I'm gonna have to get good furniture so that I'm comfortable. I'm gonna have to make sure I get a job before I move. So if I get a job there and I can find a set date that I can, get there and stuff. But everything is planning ahead. Like, how will this affect me? How will this affect the people around me? Right? What am I going to do later? So, I don't need much to survive. I need a house, I need food, and I need a job. Or I need money. So, like, that's simple. I'm not a very needy person. I don't need much more than that. So, I'm just gonna get a house, basic furniture, TV, laptop, phone. That's what I need. And I need to get a job, whether it's one or two, something that will keep me content throughout the day, tire me out, but not tire me out, and then a good bed. I'm gonna need a good bed. But with everything that I'm going to be doing, I'm moving, if I'm moving out of the country, I'm selling almost everything. Like, I'm leaving my life behind. I can't bring anything with me. So I'm bringing my suitcase. I'm bringing my suitcase and maybe a bigger suitcase, you know? Bringing the carry on, and then I'm bringing a big suitcase with like pictures and stuff. But I know I'm not gonna hold on to all this stuff from now till later, so like moving places outside of the country is a huge change because you're leaving everything behind. Everything that you love, you're kind of leaving it behind. You're gonna have to say goodbye to a bunch of friends because it's really hard to keep friends if you're not gonna be there. Even if you're FaceTiming them, you're not gonna be there for them all the time. So you guys are gonna slowly grow apart. But the world, your world's gonna change the second that you make a decision. So make your decision sooner or later because you know that you're gonna change it. And it's okay to change your decisions. Like, you don't have to stay set on something your entire life. Because I was assuming that I was just going to stay in California and become an actress. But now I'm slowly getting into the real world and I'm learning that most people don't succeed there. Like, people will become small actors and stuff and get paid enough to live a small, decent life. But they still have jobs on the side, so it's really hard to become popular. It's really hard to become what you want, so you just need to. You're gonna have to let go of your dream every now and then. And if it's really a dream, you'll always come back to it. Always. I'm not even just talking about, oh yeah. Like, if it's really a dream, you're not gonna be able to let go of it fully. So, yeah, living is different. Living is really, really difficult. So if you want to live, you have to think of everything. Whether you're a thinker or not, you gotta put your mind to it, and you really gotta know. You really have to have an idea at least. If you don't have an idea, just go with the flow. But going with the flow is only really possible for the people who have money to begin with. Because if you look at other, it's really hard for most people to exist. Like, how are you? Most people have to worry about their existence and worry about how they're gonna take the journey to get there. When people who already have money don't need to worry about that as much. And they will if they piss off their parents and they get kicked out and stuff. But if you're inheriting a business and stuff, do you really want to do it? Do you really want to inherit that business? You gotta know that. Because you're able to not accept it. Like, I hope you know that. You're able to decline a family business. It's gonna be difficult, yeah, but you're able to decline it. Nothing's stopping you. There's no legal things saying that you have to do that. So, yeah, I think opinions are my opinions are 100% mine. Don't have to agree with them, but you also don't have to contradict them. All you have to do is respect them. Okay? If you don't believe in my opinions, sure, cool. That's okay. If you don't agree in my opinions, I don't have to agree in yours. But you have to respect that I don't think like you. Starting another abstract piece. It's basically gonna be the same as the other one, but it's gonna be the same as the other one in different colors and stuff because my teacher, I showed her a photo and she said that she really liked it and she wants one. So I'm making her a copy in a different way. Something that I think she'll like much more. See, being a teacher is a lot of people's dreams and it's easily achievable if you want to go through 16 years of school. But it's really hard to be a teacher as well. Because it doesn't pay as well as it should. Art. And it's okay to stick out a little bit. Ugh, that didn't work. I need to wait and it. Huh? Well, I did not. I have to varnish it. So many issues. Got paint all over my hand. It's on my face. I can feel it. It's in my hair. It's fine. It's normal. This is how you do art. That's the background. I think it looks cool. Do I need more colors compared to the other one? I probably do. Yeah, this is the other one. I'm gonna need a lot more colors. These are basically gonna be the same thing. This is the first one. Always gonna be better than the next one. I like this color. I'm gonna put this color in there. You're cool. I like this one as well, so we're gonna throw that in there. Ooh, that was a lot. I made a mistake, but that's okay. We all make mistakes. Oh, I think that's another thing that a lot of people need to learn. That everyone makes mistakes. It's totally fine if you make a mistake. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I mean, it could be a huge mistake, but just as long as it's not like a nuclear bomb, then you're fine. But other than that, you're good, okay? It's a mistake. We all make mistakes. We're only human. Unless you're an alien out there just watching. That's so cool. Is that how they make splatters? That's so sick. Hold on. That's sick. Dude, look at that. I figured out how you make splatters. That's awesome. Oh my god, that looks so cool. That's better than the first one, Loki. Ooh, I got paint on my pillow. No, I didn't. It's not paint. Yeah. That's so cool. Too bad I'm going to cover it up with a heart. Because that's going to look a lot like that. It's like a darker version. Can't believe. I don't even know which one I want to keep. I might give her the original. Oh, if I give her the original? I should give her the original if I really appreciate her. Music. I like music. I like a bunch of different music. I like K-pop. If you have an issue with that, well, bummer. I also like rap, and I like hip-hop, and I like pop. I don't like Taylor Swift. No particular reason, I'm just not a big fan of her music, so. That looks like an infection. I look infected. Barbed wire heart, original copy. I think this was 11. Yeah, that's good enough. That's the barbed wire heart. It's my first abstract painting. Looks good, matches my personality a little bit. This is gonna be my second abstract painting. I don't know which way I like it better. This way or this way? It needs another color. I'm gonna put orange in there. Or red. Yep, this is a red. Get out of the, oh, there it is. Yeah. Woo! I started a new show. It's not really new anymore. It's kind of, I think I'm on episode 10 of 16. So, have any of you guys watched the new OPX season? Because I haven't. I know. I'm crazy. But I don't know how it's gonna be. I don't know if it's better or worse than the old ones. Because I know the first one, sorry, first 3 seasons were pretty good. I can't remember, did JJ and Kiara ever kiss? Because I don't know. I don't know. Never got to finish it because my mom was super strict on what I read. Or, sorry, watched. My mom doesn't care what I read. Eh. Don't worry about it. This happens a lot. Dude, abstract is just basically attacking. It's like attacking a canvas with a paintbrush. Or whatever you want. You can really attack a canvas with whatever you want. Just don't break it unless it's worth it. Like, unless it's part of the thing. I just want to go have ice cream. But it's 8 o'clock. While that's drying, I have to varnish this. So that it doesn't fade away. I've never really seen a painting fade away, but I know that it does happen. But at the same time, I don't look at a lot of old paintings, so it makes sense that I haven't seen them fade away. So I think that's enough. It looks suspicious. Smells delicious. What are you doing? Shit. The Posca pen is coming off on the varnish. Shit. Shit. Shit, 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 shit. Shit, 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 shit. No. No. Don't ruin my baby. So I can't varnish it? Please. My life is falling apart. I just want to varnish my painting. Why you do this? Why you no stay? So the entire middle part is not gonna be varnished. I'm sorry, it's not gonna be varnished because the Posca is fading. And I can't have my Posca fading. See, it's fading on my signature. So it's shiny in places, not others. It's kind of all shiny. It's just not very even. I'd say that. Not very even. No, it just looks bad. I worked so hard on that. Dude, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look as good. Or maybe it looks better. It's shiny in places, not others. And the barbed wire doesn't look like barbed wire anymore. I'm done painting for the day. Sorry. Done painting for today. So much shit on my bed. Got to take it off. I'm such an issue.